Hi everyone. As in the last class, we have gone through with the discussion with regards to the format of discussion of the company final accounts. Here in the last video, we have gone through with the non-current assets with regards to that working notes. In the present class, we are going to discuss with regards to current assets. Here, the working note 21 from 21 to 26 we are going to discuss the working notes with regards to the current assets. And let us know what do you mean by current assets. Here the current assets are a part of the assets wherein they are easily convertible into cash within a period of time, that too within a period of 12 months. Those assets are considered as current assets, right? There are again various types of current assets are available. Those are being discussed in the working note systematically. So that the first one here we are having, that is current investment, working note number 21. Here we are having the working note number 21, that is current investment. Then current investment, the investment in the business, it has been for a short period of time where we can easily convertible those investment into cash easily within a period of 12 months after the reporting date. Therefore, here first one is current assets. In that there are numerous investments are available. The first one, investment in equity instruments. Investment in equity instruments. What does it mean, equity instrument? Equity instruments are kind of a share certificate where the ownership is there in the company's firm. Ownership will be there in the company's firm. Suppose if the investment is made in the share certificate, that can be easily convertible as and when it is necessary. Therefore, next we are having the investment in preference shares. Investment in preference shares are the shares which has been invested in order to raise the amount of capital from the investors. These amount of investment in preference shares are considered as what? Hybrid securities shares. Then later here we are having investment in government or trust securities. See, investment in the government or trust securities, there are numerous government securities are available. As such, treasury bill, municipal bonds, various T-bonds are available, so that those investment in those bonds, if it is been necessary in order to make the contingent liability of the payment, so that the conversion can be done very easily. Then later here we are having the investment in debenture or bonds. See, debentures, investment in debentures are again there is a discussion with regards to that. Investment in debentures or bonds. Debentures are kind of an acknowledgement which is issued by the company to the debenture holders who is receiving. For that, without any unsecurity assets, we are going to issue for them. But in case of bond, what will happen? Bonds are a kind of the securities which is been issued to the bondholders, where it is been backed by the assets of the company. Means we are going to take a certain assets, for that we are going to issue the bonds. Then later here, investment in mutual funds. Suppose mutual fund, it is a kind of organization wherein the small people's savers, they are going to invest their money in the business. Therefore, if investment made in the mutual fund, it is also a part of it. Investment in partnership firm. Suppose investment in partnership firm where the more than two partners are involved, those are considered as partnership. That's what here investment in partnership firms. More than two partners are being involved at that time, that is considered. Then here we are having other current investment. See, other current investment includes what? The investment in the shares, investment in the stock, then investment in the numerous activities. Those are considered as common stock as well. Therefore, once when we make the totaling of the current investment, the aggregate amount of this current investment will be taken to the balance sheet in the working note number 21. The next, the working note number 22, which is the inventory, we can also usually we call it as what? Stock in the business, right? Then here again inventory includes the first one, the raw materials. Raw materials, these are the materials which has been primarily held or basically meant for the purpose of production, which is raw in nature. Therefore, work in progress, this is also if the task is not been complete within a given period of time, at that time it is been considered as work in progress. Then finished goods, where it is finished in nature, which is a stock in nature. Then stock in trade, whenever we are making the buying and selling of the trading of the services, at that time is a part of it. Then store and spare parts. Usually in case of ancillary industries, usually in case of small industries, teeny industries, these spare parts are going to be helpful for the main parent companies. Then loose tools. Actually, this loose tools is a part of current asset. This is not coming under the fixed assets. There are usually when we are solving across the company final accounts in the earlier levels of our classes, inventory we were usually used to consider what? Stock, then work in progress. Here numerous inventories are available. That's what it is, company final accounts. Then here later we are going to have the next working note number 23, that is trade receivables. Then what does the trade receivables is that? See, in that first one we are having, that is trade receivable, that is short term. See, what happens in case of the company when the large number of customers are available, when we are going to sell them a goods on credit basis, we will be receiving the amount later period of time, right? The amount which is yet to be received from them, that's what we are going to consider in our books of account for short-term period as the trade receivable, kind of bill which has been receivable, right? Yes, there are again some of the other specify the nature. Here they are given the specify the nature. See, again there are different types of other receivables are available which are yet to be received, and that should not exceed the period of 6 months from the date of due. See, again there are numerous types of receivables are available. Suppose if the bad debt is going to be, which we have made a provision, which is yet to be received, at that time there are the numerous trade receivables are available, right? Yes. Then later here we are having the working note number 24, that is cash and cash equivalents. Cash and cash equivalent, which is existingly current in nature. Suppose balance with banks. Balance with banks is again considered as what? A proper part of current assets. Then checks, draft on hands. These checks, draft on hands, these are negotiable instrument which are easily convertible into cash within a period of the span of time. Then cash on hand, which is available with us so that we can make it and trade it, right? So then later here we are having the next, once when we make the total of the cash and cash equivalent, this amount of total will be taken to the balance sheet in the working note number 24. Then next we are going to have the working note number 25, that is short-term loans and advances. In short-term loans and advances related to third parties. What does it mean? Means some of the directors or some of the members in the company, they are going to pay the amount which they have taken from the company within the shorter period of time. At that time, short-term loans and advances from the related parties, those will be available, right? Then some of the other loans and advances are available. As such, those are prepaid expenses, service tax, refundable, then excise duty. This kind of the amount which is receivable from the parties are considered in the short-term loans and advances. The amount of totaling of this will be carried forward to balance sheet in the note number 25. Then later here we are having the last note number 26, that is considered as other current assets. First one is unbilled revenue. It's type of revenue which is not actually received but which is yet to received, but it is also considered under the current asset which is yet to receive. Therefore, operating lease rental receivables. What does the operating lease rental receivables means? Here what happens, the lessor is going to receive the amount of rent from the tenant. At that time, suppose if anything which is receivable, that is also a part of what? The current asset. Suppose in case of finance lease rental receivables, suppose if a lessee is going to receive the amount of that particular asset only when the last installment is being paid, at that time the lease rental receivable will be considered. It is from the point of view of both lessor as well as lessee. Then higher charges receivables. Higher charges receivables are when we are having in case of higher purchase installment. Suppose if we receive a large amount which is yet to receive from the supply party, at that time which is considered as the other current assets. Then claim receivables, insurance claim receivables, these all are again a part of the current assets. So that for our time being we have discussed with regards to the balance sheet the current assets. Out of that, from 21 to 26th working note we have discussed the working notes. So that here we have gone through with the discussion with regards to the format of company final accounts. Therefore we have done with the asset part as well as the liability part. So that in the coming next, so that we shall go ahead with the part 2 form of, that is preparation of the P&L account. This is form part 1, which is preparation of the balance sheet. Thank you.